After failing to produce complex macromolecules in the lab and realizing the impossibility of life emerging on Earth by chance, some evolutionary researchers who study the origin of life proposed a new hypothesis called panspermia. According to this hypothesis, life instead of forming on Earth on its own was delivered to Earth in the form of microbes or raw molecules from outer space via meteoroids. This hypothesis, which is often emphasized in scientific publications as another explanation for the origin of life, has no scientific basis or experimental evidence to support it. Evolutionists who have already failed to explain the emergence of life on early Earth still need to account for how lifeless matter could have come together to form life in outer space. Outer space is completely hostile to living organisms. There is extreme cold, vacuum, intense ultraviolet rays, harmful solar radiations, and not to mention the intensely evaporating atmosphere of the Earth when passing through it would have burned any organism to death. It is therefore impossible for microorganisms which don't actually exist in outer space to survive or travel to Earth via meteoroids. In experiments where extremophile microbes were taken out of Earth, it was observed that none could survive without some kind of protection, and in a 2015 astrobiological experiment, for instance, all bacteria that remained exposed to direct space conditions died. None of them could withstand the hostile conditions of space. Moreover, the discovery of basic molecules like sugars, glycerin, and amino acids that are part of a cell's macrostructure in the carbonaceous meteor that fell on Earth in 1969 in Murchison, Australia, cannot be used as proof that fully formed microorganisms live in space and travel to other planets, nor do these findings prove that these raw ingredients gave rise to complex life on Earth. These ingredients found in the Murchison meteorite are merely inanimate molecules, and by such reactions as foremost Alexander Botryelov in 1860s demonstrated that these simple molecules can easily be created inorganically from formaldehyde. So finding raw molecules on Earth or anywhere in the universe is no proof of life at all. Life, however, consists of more than just raw molecules. It has been assembled in a specific way that contradicts natural random sequences. For example, the amino acids that cells use to make proteins must always be left-handed. There is no room for right-handed amino acids in living organisms, yet what we find in nature is a racemic mixture of both right and left-handed amino acids, which are of no use to life. Similarly, the existence of ribose also doesn't prove that RNA came from space or its nucleobases gave rise to RNA on early Earth. RNA is an extremely complex nucleic acid that contains copied instructions for making highly functional proteins without which living beings cannot survive. And to even form those proteins, RNA, DNA, and many other proteins work in great coordination and harmony and need to be present along with the whole cell all at the same time, which completely invalidates the theory of evolution. Just as the presence of raw materials for constructing a building does not by itself construct the whole building, life cannot come into existence by the mere presence of its raw molecules. Even if given millions or billions of years, these non-living molecules cannot come together to form life. But Earth is where these molecules were brought to life by the command of the Supreme God, the creator and director of these molecules, who assembled life in full form in the most perfect way and granted it all that it needed right from the beginning. That is why life appeared on Earth fully formed and cannot arise from non-living matter by chance through gradual development as claimed by evolutionists. As long as evolutionists refuse to acknowledge this fact, their fictitious claims will continue to be scientifically refuted, and they will not only be the source of discrediting themselves but also of adding myths into science, which is a great fraud.